Major League pitcher Tom Gordon. Tom Gordon was Trisha and her dad's favorite Red Sox player. Tom Gordon was a Red Sox closer. He came in the 8th or ninth inning when the game was close, but the Sox were still on top. Her dad admired Gordon because he never seemed to lose his nerve. Flash has got ice water in his veins. Larry McFarland liked to say, and Trisha always said the same thing, sometimes adding that she liked Gordon because he had the guts to throw a curve on a 3-0. Stephen King in The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. Tom Gordon would finish his career with a 35 WAR, more wins than losses, and an ERA just under 4. He had 158 saves, and he would finish with 1,928 strikeouts. Gordon didn't finish with a lot of awards in his career, but he was a 3-time All-Star and the Rolaids Reliever of the Year one season. He often wore the number 36, but some seasons and some teams he had the number 45 and one season the number 16. And as you can see, Gordon played for a variety of teams in his career. He was drafted in 1986 by Kansas City, would sign as a free agent with the Red Sox in 1995, a free agent with the Cubs in 2000, was traded by the Cubs to the Houston Astros, later would sign again as a free agent with the White Sox, then the Yankees, the Phillies, and finally with the Diamondbacks. He would finish his career in Arizona in 2009. And let's take a look back at Tom Gordon closing out a game back in 2004 against the Athletics.
You haven't missed anything. We're going to get right to it. Rubio Durazo has other ideas. He's 0 for 3 tonight, looking for his first hit. He was late on that heater. And it's 0-2.
Let me tell you something. 94 eye high. You're not hitting that. If he throws in that curveball right here, he might spin himself into the ground.
The 0-2 pitch. Fly ball left field. Here comes Matsui. Long run. He makes the catch. And the Yankees have taken the first 2 over the Oakland A's. Tonight, the final 5-1. The Sharks and the Avalanche.
And of course, Tom Gordon does have a card in Perfect Team 23. It is a 100 rated limited edition card, which means that there are only 100 of these cards in existence. It is a peak card based off of his 1999 season. And yes, Tom Gordon is a member of our Rocky Mountain Gladiators. And this is his 9th season in Rocky Mountain. Wow, how time has flown. He has about a 500 win-loss record. He's had 3 seasons with 30 or more saves and has always finished with a positive WAR. He is struggling a little bit this season, but it's early, and I don't doubt that Tom Gordon will recover. And welcome to Simulation Gaming Digital Realities Perfect Draft Genesis Series. I hope you enjoy the episode. Welcome to Simulation Gaming Digital Realities, and I hope you enjoyed the spotlight at the beginning of this episode. This is the 2037 season. The Gladiators, our Gladiators. Yes, they are still our Gladiators. If you've been following for a long time, you've seen the ups, the downs, the successes, the failures. Well, one little tiny success is that we managed to stay in Diamond. We are in Diamond 355 this season. Let's take a look where the Gladiators are. And I am extremely happy with that. That is probably our most successful start to a Diamond season. I'd have to go back and watch all the episodes, but I think this is our most successful start. We are close to 600 winning percentage. We are second in our division. We're on a 6-4 in the last 10 games. I like it. Now you may ask, well, what's the difference between this season and last season? And quite honestly, sometimes it's just the random dice rolls in this game that gives you a little better performance. I did not add any new players since the end of last season, so that's not a difference. I did adjust the ballpark factors a little bit. So let's take a look at the new ballpark factors. I may have shown this in the last episode. If not, well, here they are. Last season we were running a righty cheese, which means that we want to favor the right-handed batters and we want to favor home runs for the right-handed batters. So average and home runs were pumped to the maximum. The lefties were at .90, the bare minimum that you can have. So what I did is I increased the lefties to .95 for the average and .95 for the home runs. Because on our team, we do have some impact left hitters. We have Willie McCovey, Joe Morgan, Ted Williams, and then we got a couple switch hitters as well. That is, I think, part of the reason why we're having more success. If we look at our right-handed batters, Willie McCovey already has 8 home runs and 29 RBIs, 324 average. Last season, he was hitting .244 with 31 home runs and 78 RBI, so he's already on a pace to beat what he did last year by far. And that's again because I increased the ability for the left-handed hitters to do a little bit better. Now, maybe next season, if I don't perform well this year, I'll switch it to a lefty ballpark. But right now, we don't have enough left-handed hitters. Cool Papa Bell, in a little bit of a slump. He's hitting 181. So again, he is a switch hitter. The ballpark has kind of hurt him, at least for now. And Ted Williams, our other big left-handed bat. Last season, he was a .245. A little bit better this season. 12 home runs last year, only 1 home run this year. So he's not really showing a lot of improvement from the change in the ballpark factor. So right now it's only Willie McCovey. The right-handed guys shouldn't be impacted too much because I kept it at the max for them. So when we look at the average, we've got a few really good performing players. Hank Aaron, of course. Paul Hines. Here's a guy that I know on the Discord, a lot of teams are not really utilizing him. But he's been really good for me. And if we try and find him on the card shop, not the card collection, although that is a cool way to view your cards, kind of like a Hall of Fame presentation. Really like that, really cool. If we look at where Paul Hines is on the card shop, let's go back a little bit here. Paul Hines, card shop. Doesn't look like there's any available right now. But you could probably pick one up for about 28,000 points. Very cheap for a historical player. Or you can try and complete the missions for him, but it's probably cheaper just to buy him on the card shop. Now, if we look at the history of him, and by the way, there was a profile of him a couple episodes ago. Go check that out. Find out a little bit about the history of Paul Hines. Way back in the early 1900s. Paul Hines has hit .262 in Diamond last year, and then he hit .277 in his first full season in Rocky Mountain a couple years ago. This year he's hitting .351. Part of that is because I only have him hitting or starting against the left-handed pitchers. So he's got kind of a set of criteria that favors left-handed pitching for him, although he's not overly weak against righties. But yeah, he's performing really well for us. Guy you might want to consider in center field. Defense-wise, let's take a look. How is his fielding? Well, he's not going to hurt you in the field. So it might help you a little bit. Not going to hurt you based on what I've seen so far. We've got 316 again for Hank Aaron, 321 for Minnie Minoso. That is the perfect Minnie Minoso. Again, if you haven't finished those missions for build a lineup, kind of want to go through and see if you can finish some of these. Those perfect cards, even the diamond cards and the gold cards, are going to help you out, especially if you're just starting. And a lot of the perfect teams will use those guys right up until that perfect level. Pitching wise, we're doing better, much better than we've done in the past. Mort Cooper is 5-1. We've got Kevin Brown who's 2-2. Mark Pryor is 2-0, and even our fifth starter, R.A. Dickey, is above 500. In the bullpen, I like it. Tom Gordon, he'll recover. I have faith in Tom Gordon. I'm not worried about his ERA right now. And Rob Nen, not worried about him. He'll recover. He's performed fairly well between a 3 and a 4 ERA historically. Sid Fernandez is the guy that is probably going to be the first guy to move if I have to move someone. But he's done well the last couple seasons in Diamond. So I think I've found the perfect role for him as a middle reliever specialist in the Diamond League. Not much else to talk about, guys. We don't have many leaders up in the leaderboard. We got Willie McCovey third in RBIs in the entire league, and our team is third overall in batting average. So yeah, really good start for Diamond. Do I expect to win it all? No. Will we make the playoffs? Probably not. We'd have to get some really good dice rolls to make the playoffs. And in terms of being relegated, as of this point, there's no danger of that. Right now, we are the 6th or 7th best team in the league. And you can see there's not really many teams running away with it. We've got False Hustle. We've got the Yu-Wang Tigers, the Bard Owls, the Beijing Baiyi. Those are the teams that have 20 wins or more, plus Glen Iris. And then we're hanging around there with Birmingham and Marietta. So you'll see there's only 2 or 3 games difference between all the teams towards the top. Again, could that change? Absolutely. Next segment, we could be at the bottom. That's how close it is. 4 games separating the top and the bottom in our division. All right, the other thing I wanted to talk about is the sliders quickly. What are we using for our strategy? I don't show these often because I haven't felt the need for it, but I did adjust the sliders in terms of these top 3. They were all almost to the left, but our base running, we've only stolen 3 bases this year. We've only been caught once, so we're more successful, I guess. But I pumped up the sliders just a little bit to see if we could run a little bit more and generate runs. And again, that seems to be helping. We'll keep an eye on it. If we're getting caught stealing a lot or runners thrown out, I hate those wasted outs, then we'll dial them back a little bit. So not only do I have those pushed up a little bit, but I also went in and played around with the individual player ratings based on their speed. And I put together a tutorial on slider activity and some things that you should consider when you're setting your individual sliders. So if you haven't seen that OOTP for Dummies series, really good set of hints and guidelines, especially if you're just starting out as an OOT manager on OOTP Go or on the desktop version. Go check out that series. You can get a little bit of pointers on how you can not only collect more perfect points, but win more games and accumulate more packs. I have not bought any of these packs. These are not purchased through Perfect Points or through money. These are all earned through tournament play. So my transaction history, again, over the last day or so, you can kind of see some of the accomplishments for in-game play, some of the cards that I've sold, quick sells to get some perfect points, and you can see every once in a while a tournament win or a tournament placing. 5 standard packs there, 3 more, 10 more. Well, how do you do well in the tournaments? Go check out my tutorials. I've got a couple videos showing you how to set your lineups and what kind of players are performing the best in iron and bronze tournaments. I know one follower, one watcher, said he tried it out and was successful. So yeah, let me know if you use some of the settings and players that I use in tournaments. How have they been for you? I'm curious. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this segment. As always, though, let's open a few packs, see what we can get. We'll open 10 packs, hoping for the platinum cards, or of course, a high diamond or perfect. Well, that's a nice start. Got a nice Chico, and Chico, I think, performs fairly well, selling for about 3,000 perfect points. Excellent, I'll take it. Got a couple more silvers there as well, so that was a good pack. Not much in that one. And again, if you're just starting, all cards are good because they're going to help you with the live missions and duplicates you want to sell off and earn those perfect points. We're on kind of a slide here, nothing really exciting. Sam Jones is a really good, maybe one of the best bronze pitchers. If you're in bronze tournaments, you'll find that most teams are running Sam Jones. That's a good duplicate to have. A couple more historical players. Haven't hit a gold, haven't hit a diamond yet in this pack opening. A lot of live junk here. For me anyway. Maybe treasures for you. Nothing there. One more pack. We got to hit a gold. I'm going to hit an 85 live gold up in the top left. Here we go. Live gold right here. No. 65. Well, that's going to do it for... let's 2 more packs. Come on. We got to hit something. I hate opening packs and not getting at least a gold. So one more time. Live 85 gold. Top corner. Let's do it, OOTP. Garbage. All right, guys. That's it for this segment. Thanks so much again for tuning in. Leave a like. Leave a comment. How is your team doing at the beginning of 2037? And if you're just starting out... where are you? Are you in the entry pool or are you up in the rookie league? We'll see you in a few seconds. All right, this is segment number 2 of the episode. Wednesday evening. I'm looking forward to Thursday because new packs come out, new cards come out. I think they said about 70 new cards focused around all-star players, plus probably some missions as well. So if you're kind of bored and looking forward to completing some missions, I think we're going to hear something about that on Thursday, which I'll talk about in my next segment, because the next segment will be after the new cards are released. Just wanted to do a quick little segment here showing you where our Gladiators are. Diamond 355. Last time we were in pretty good position. This time, look at our position. 47 and 30, 610 winning percentage. We're 8-2 in the last 10 games. We seem to be playing much better this year in Diamond. Part of that may be because of the tweaks that I did. I did a couple tutorial videos about sliders. If you haven't seen those, you might want to check them out. But I did do a little bit of tweaks on my base running because that was a problem. We were last in base running, and right now we've moved up to 6th in base running. So we've made some strides in terms of our base running. In terms of where we are in the other places, again, our pitching's weaker than our hitting. Our hitting seems to be doing really well. but our pitching suffering. So that would be my next upgrade. I'm hoping to get maybe a Papelbon for the bullpen, a Vida Blue for the rotation. Hoping I can upgrade on the missions. All right, McCovey, our McCovey is second in runs batted in with 62. Otherwise, we're nowhere on the player board. And look at that. Wow, I feel proud that our Gladiators have our logo in 2 areas of the leaderboard for the entire league. We are first in runs scored, and we are first in batting average. Again, if we take a look at the expanded kind of stats here, promotion, relegation, currently it looks like we are the second best team in the league. Never would have thought that was possible. Maybe adding a couple players last season, changing our ballpark factors away from a righty cheese, and changing our sliders around might have affected that. Pitching wise, Kevin Brown 7-3, Mort Cooper 10-3, Mark Pryor 5-2. All of our pitchers are 500 or better. And in the bullpen, other than Tom Gordon, who was the spotlight of this episode, maybe he got the shakes from being the spotlight player. Like, how dare you profile me? Okay, Tom, it's done with. It's over. Come on, get back in the game. Perform like you should perform as a 100-rated player. Sid Fernandez, Zach Britton doing well. Roy Face having an outstanding 1.3 ERA season so far. And in terms of our hitters, again, I can't pick on Mel Ott anymore. Our new captain is Mr. Hank Aaron, who's hitting .319. Very nice. 16 home runs to lead the team. Cool. Stolen bases? Yeah, we've picked up the pace. Cool Papa Bell is 19-6. I like that success rate. However, Joe Tinker is not having success. So let's take a look at his game strategy. Yeah, he's already kind of knocked down a bit, but let's knock him down one more notch and the base running one more notch just to see if we can get a better success rate when he does steal bases. Our war leader again is Hank Aaron and Willie McCovey and Paul Hines. Again, a sneaky little card that is very cheap on the card shop. You can find Paul Hines for nothing right now because no one's selling them. Yeah, but average-wise about 28,000. Sneaky card that you might want to have in your outfield, especially against the left-handed hitters. Who else is performing well? Mini Minoso, perfect Mini Minoso, build a lineup player. And Nolan Arenado. I like Nolan, especially against the lefties. Yeah, he's doing well. Ross Barnes, look at that, a .380 average. And he's had a fair number of at-bats. So I've got him number 5 in the lineup. I didn't see him on the leaderboard there. Ross Barnes, where are you? .380. I guess he doesn't quite have enough at-bats. Probably pretty close, though, to being the best hitter in the league. Look at those Vida Blues. I got to get myself a Vida Blue. Are there any on the card shop? 99,000. Probably be cheaper for me to finish the missions. Well, this is a pleasant surprise, gang. Supporters of the Gladiators. Maybe we'll sell a few more hats and t-shirts and bobbleheads. Yeah, we're doing better than I expected in Diamond. Our best season yet. Well, maybe that will carry over into some pack opening. Let's go for 10 packs. 10 packs today. And then we'll save a bunch for the new cards coming out on Thursday. Platinum cards, gold cards, diamond cards, any of those I would welcome. Live cards, not so much. Although a Soriano, Silver Soriano, good. And Alex Fernandez, if you play in bronze tournaments, he is one of the pitchers you should add to your team. Currently, get him for about 100 perfect points. good deal. Pick them up if you're in the lower leagues. So 1 so far. 2, I'd consider that a success. Yeah, about 1,000 perfect points for that silver. What else we got rolling here? Few more packs. Come on. Reward the Gladiators for having a good first half of the season. One more pack. I'm going to call for a diamond. Let's go 93 live diamond in the top left corner. 93 live diamond. What do we got? 68. Joe Harris. Good card to have in bronze. And we did get a silver bones, selling for about 1,000 perfect points. All right, let's just do a quick little peek at the transaction history, see what we've been rewarded with. Hey, $6,000 from one of the tournaments. I like it. Probably that's about a 4th place finish. A lot of in-game accomplishments. 5 free packs here, 5 free packs there. I like it. And that's where we left off last segment. Okay, yeah. Can't complain. Mission-wise, do we have any missions that we've completed? Nope. But I do want to try and complete the Vida Blue. Vida. If we can complete you, you will be a great addition. Even though righty pitchers are kind of preferred in the ballpark right now, you'd make a really good addition, at least to the bullpen. Well, guys, we'll see you in a few seconds for the last segment of this episode. Here we are, Thursday evening, last segment for this video. The new content has been released, as you can see in the corner. A little bit of the stream from earlier tonight with Dish and the announcement of the new All-Star cards. 65 new cards that are being released in packs, plus some missions as well. In terms of the missions, they should all be in the mission screen right now. You can see I've completed a lot of them already because I had the cards, and all the missions that were released tonight are for packs. Mainly standard packs. Be very careful. Just don't go through and submit all these. Be very careful that you want to lock in the cards that are part of this mission. For example, a 95 diamond Hartnett. Do I really want to lock him in for just one pack when I could sell him later on for 4,000 perfect points? Once I get a better catcher, I might want to sell him. 4,000 perfect points is better than one free pack. So I might ignore that mission and not submit it. I'll go through these a little bit later, but that's one thing you can look forward to is some new missions as of today. As far as the packs, as you see on the screen, some of the new cards that are in the packs, again, 65 of them, some sort of all-star significant. I think only one perfect card that you'll see a little bit later was added. And from what I'm hearing from early reviews, really underwhelming. Not a lot of top-notch players that can help your team. If you have the build a lineup players, if you have Hank Aaron, if you have Cool Papa Bell, if you have these high-level players, you're not really going to get many new ones in tonight's releases. You're better off saving your packs until something really good comes along. But again, the community is basically saying this was a poor release set of cards. Maybe of the 65 cards, 4 or 5 of them might help you. Of course, if you're in the lower leagues, more will help you because there are some good cards, but more suited for under the gold league. All right. Let's end off the episode looking at our Gladiators, and looky, we are in first place in Diamond 355, the best season we've had so far in Diamond by far. And again, we're looking on a playoff run here. Hopefully we'll make the playoffs. I still don't think we have all the good cards. I think the difference this year again is changing the ballpark factors, picking up one or two build a lineup players, and really playing around with the sliders, the strategy sliders, not only for the team, but also the individual player sliders too. So I think that has made a big difference in our performance. But I'm ecstatic. I'm really happy with where we're at. 64-37, 634 win percentage. Willie McCovey, third in runs batted in, second in WAR in the league. We are leading runs scored still and the batting average. So happy about that. Our pitchers, 10-5, Kevin Brown, 12-4. Working on a Cy Young year, Mort Cooper, Andy Messersmith, 10-7. All of our pitchers are above 500. And in the bullpen, Tom Gordon has improved. Thank you, Tom. Glad you're a little bit more relaxed. And we have Rob Nen now as the odd man out with the highest ERA. Look at that, Roy Face having a career year, 1.11 ERA. Our hitters, let's take a look. War-wise, 3.9 for Willie McCovey leading the team. Our captain, Hank Aaron, second. And Paul Hines, third in WAR. Remember, I did change the ballpark factors to help the lefties a little bit more than last season. It's still mainly a righty hitting park, but because I improved the lefties, power guys like 100 Joe Morgan, 100 Willie McCovey have improved from last season. Willie McCovey hitting 321 and Joe Morgan 284. Whereas last season, he was 233 because I dialed down the left batters. Willie McCovey last season was 244. He's gone up to 321. So yeah, your ballpark factors. If you can't remember how to do that, on your main screen, go to Customize Team, go to Customize Your Ballpark, and every Sunday, once you're eliminated from the playoffs, you can change your ballpark factors until the next week begins. You have a small window to do that. You should do that. It really can make a difference in how your team performs. Well, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed the spotlight on Tom Gordon. Hope you enjoy the content and are reveling in the fact that our team is doing well in Diamond. But because there are new cards, hey, we got to open some packs. We've accumulated quite a bit from tournaments. So let's go for, we'll play it by ear and see how things go, if we get on a streak or not. Again, looking for a new card, looking for some diamonds, looking for some platinum cards. Got a silver to start off. Another silver there. Again, all live players. I am the king of getting live players. Well, most of you are, right? Most of us get live players. But I would really love to hit that perfect historical player. Okay, we have our first gold of this segment, and it is, again, a live player. Again, not really hitting much. Want to save the majority of packs for that real stud lineup when it is released, hopefully soon, because we're not getting a lot of good cards in the last 3 or 4 weeks. All right, let's open a few more. Garbage. The garbage man has arrived this week in full force. Finally, we get a platinum card. It is only an iron though. Again, nothing that we can get excited about. We haven't had the air horn in a long time. Right, guys? You've lost your mojo. Where is the player we can all celebrate? Maybe coming up now? No. All right, one more pack. Let's go for an 81 live right in the bottom middle. 81 live gold. No. Nothing. But hey, it is a great day for baseball. Enjoy the rest of your day, morning, evening, whatever it might be. If you're watching or listening to this in the car or over breakfast or over lunch or while playing OOTP yourself. Enjoy the day. We'll see you next episode.